season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense for the Broncos, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Here's McLaughlin, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. You look at this Colt defense.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Back to throw.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On the handoff, McLaughlin.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
His 6th touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield, and then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 9. He should have opted for the touchback.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
The give is to McLaughlin. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. You look at this Colt defense,
and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 16. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Let's go now.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the option left, Richardson. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper. And a first down. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Here's a diving catch right side. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 80-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisive. That can fake some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On play action, they'll throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Colts pick it up, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bowman. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Richardson working from the gun.
And it's intercepted.
And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard to gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be brought down at the 27. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McLaughlin. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. A carry for McLaughlin. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
At the 25-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Richardson now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pick up of 6.
Second and 4. Over the middle, complete. That's McLaughlin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's second and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he fields it cleanly. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And they will take over first and 10. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. First and 10, it's Richardson.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Richardson looking to throw.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Richardson looking to throw this. He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On first down, Richardson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Richardson.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On third down, here's Richardson.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
That's taken on the 25. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Seconds of the half now as they've got it first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
It's now second and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Back to throw here.
Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Quick throw completed by Richardson.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a yard. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First down, Indianapolis.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
And now we get into the...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want to challenge.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Here's Richardson to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bowman.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they'll turn the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in for a Colts score. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 13.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 36. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Ready. 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, it's Taylor.
He stiff arms him, fights loose. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
60 Maverick.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
Flushed out right. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. A give for Taylor running right side.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. Abanikanda on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The give now to Abanikanda.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives?
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Well, clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken right around the 44. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his open man. It's Mallory. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down. Running left, Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real. And I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
Ryland now following the touchdown. Back out to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold. Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now back to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
So a fourth-quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.